Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Welcome to this new video right here on XRP. We're going to do a full update on XRP right here. We'll talk about a little bit of fundamentals. I mean, yesterday, of course, we already spoke a little bit more about fundamentals regarding Ripple, the situation around that and what to expect from that. I don't think it makes sense to talk about that in every video. And I think right now, technically, with the FOMC meeting coming up with a relatively bullish opening of the market so far, or at least during the Asian session, we actually saw equity futures edging up higher. So that's good news for the markets. Bitcoin also moved up together with that. But ultimately, XRP really did not do that. And that's, in a sense, I could argue that's good news, right? Because what I told you yesterday in my daily update on XRP is that I thought, we have a good chance to break above 2.75 and 2.85. But I did think that we would first need to get a pullback into some of the imbalances we left to the downside before having a better chance to do that, right? So then it would be more medium term that we would be able to do that. And I think the price action that we've seen so far is a confirmation of that. If you look at the 1 hour time frame right here, you can see a ton of bearish divergences. You can also see the open interest has lost some momentum right here since Saturday already. The volume is also not exceptionally high. So it's look, it is double, right? Because what I said yesterday, and I still do think that, is that we will first pull back into that level right here between 2.5 and 2.45 at least. We actually have a lot of support. I mean, XRP right now, basically, the entire level between 2.55 all the way down to 2.41 is support. At 2.41, we have a fair value gap and a point of control. In the middle, we have the 4 hour uptrend and we have the 7-day rolling VWAP. And there at the very top, we have a fair value gap on the 12 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, it is already filled, and a value area high. So a lot of support, but I still do think it's most likely that we'll pull back into that, then find support, and then I think we'll be able to challenge 2.75 and 2.8, which is ultimately on the higher time frames the most important key level, right? I mean, if you look at the daily time frame, like if we reclaim that level, so 2.8, then we're golden, all right? And then we have a chance to reclaim the 90-day rolling VWAP. And then before you know it, we could be rallying up to 3.2 and 3.3, right? So that is a possibility. And I would even say that at this point of time, that is most likely. Can I please not be so blurry? Thank you very much. But short term, I still expect that pullback. And that's double, which I said, because the markets actually seem strong. If I look at Bitcoin, I think that's going higher. If I look at XRP, I think that's going higher as well. So then the difficult question and the difficult part is always, are we going to see a pullback before that or not? And right now, because of the, still fragile fundamentals. I mean, yesterday, the United States and China reached a trade deal consensus, not a real trade deal. There's still some fragility in that. And then Wednesday, of course, we have the FOMC meeting, which is still, a reason to see some de-risking. And then we have all these imbalances created with low volume. Those are the three reasons, both technically and fundamentally, why I think it's most likely we'll pull back. But ultimately, even though short term, I think it's most likely we'll pull back, I am bullish on XRP. I know that doesn't sound logical, but it is. I mean, I just think that within my bullish bias on XRP right now, nice trend line here as well, by the way, that it's more likely that within that structure, that bullish structure I expect, I think right now we are closer to getting a pullback rather than bullish continuation. So hopefully that makes sense. I mean, I wanted to look at ROUSD real quick because that has been doing quite well and no changes right now. So no need to dive too deep into that. But that's what I think you need to know regarding XRP for now. So hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully it's valuable for all of you. But for now, have a great Monday. Have a great week in advance as well. And take care. Bye.